2005. 25th of May 2005. The stage is set. Liverpool face Milan in football's most prestigious game. Sit back, relax, and listen to the story of the miracle of Istanbul. The final was held at Ataturk Olympic Stadium. It was the first time a European final had been held in Turkey. Milan were regarded as the favourites, and their team included many players who had experienced success in the competition. The most notable was Captain Paolo Maldini, who had won the competition 4 times previously, all with Milan, and Clarence Seedorf, who had won the competition 3 times with 3 clubs. Liverpool fielded a 4-4-1-1 formation, with the surprise inclusion in the squad being Harry Kewell, who played just behind Milan Barros. Milan fielded a 4-4-2 diamond formation, with Hernan Crespo preferred to John Dahl Tomasson and Filippo Inzaghi. Milan scored within the first minute of the match, after captain Paolo Maldini volleyed in an Andrea Pirlo free kick that had been conceded by Traore. The goal made Maldini the oldest scorer in the competition. Liverpool responded almost immediately. John Arnorisa, who was picked out by a corner kick from Steven Gerrard, hit a volley from the edge of the penalty box. His shot was cleared only for Steven Gerrard to cross in from the right wing, which Sami Hyypiä headed towards goal, producing a save out of Dida. Milan almost extended their lead in the 13th minute after Crespo's header was cleared off the line by Luis Garcia. A few minutes later, Liverpool made a substitution after Harry Kewell picked up a groin injury. He was replaced by Vladimir Smica. Soon after, Kaká passed through to Andrei Shevchenko, who put his shot past Liverpool goalkeeper Jerzy Dudek, but Shevchenko was adjudged to have been in an offside position, and the goal did not stand. Shevchenko had another chance to score a few minutes later, after being played onside by Traore. His shot was saved by Dudek after he came under pressure from the Liverpool defence. Luis Garcia had 2 chances to score following Shevchenko's shot. The first shot from the edge of the penalty area went well over the crossbar, and after he was headed through by Barros, his next shot went wide. Straight after this attack, Crespo went through on goal, only to be flagged for offside. Almost immediately after this, Liverpool had a penalty claim turned down after Alessandro Nesta allegedly handballed. Milan countered quickly after this and scored. Kaká dribbled into the Liverpool half and passed to Shevchenko, who passed to Crespo at the far post to score and make it 2-0. Minutes later, Milan had another chance, and Crespo extended Milan's lead with a chip over Jerzy Dudek after Kaká provided the assist to make it 3-0. Liverpool were in deep trouble. They needed to get out of this, and quickly, to avoid this becoming an embarrassment on one of the biggest stages in football. Half-time approached. At the start of the second half, Liverpool made a substitution with Hamann replacing Stephen, and also changed to a 3-5-2 formation to reduce the deficit, with Risa and Smitsa on the wings, Alonso and Hamann as holding midfielders, and Gerrard playing as an attacking midfielder. Liverpool had their best chance early on, with Xavi Alonso sending an effort from 35 yards, roughly 32 metres, narrowly past Milan's right hand post. 2 minutes later, Shevchenko forced a save from Dudek with a strong free kick from just outside the Liverpool box. A minute after this, Liverpool scored through captain Steven Gerrard, who connected with Risa's cross and lofted a header past Dida. Soon afterwards, Liverpool scored again as Smitsa beat Dida with a long-range shot into the bottom left-hand corner to leave Liverpool a goal behind. 3 minutes after Smitsa's goal, Liverpool were awarded a penalty after Gerrard made a run into the Milan box for Barros' layoff and was brought down by Gennaro Gattuso. Xavi Alonso's penalty was subsequently saved, but he scored from the rebound to equalise for Liverpool. The miracle of Istanbul was on. Milan and Liverpool had chances to take the lead after this, but Clarence Seedorf and John Arnorisa failed to score. Milan almost took the lead in the 70th minute after Dudek dropped a low cross towards Shevchenko, whose effort was cleared off the line by Traore. Gerrard then had a chance to score, but he sent his shots over the crossbar. About 10 minutes later, Garcia could not control a pass from Gerrard, which led to Milan's attack. Crespo played the ball back to Kaká, whose subsequent shot was blocked by Jamie Carragher. A number of substitutions were made before the end of full time, with Liverpool replacing Milan Barros with Dribble Cisse, while Milan replaced Hernan Crespo and Clarence Seedorf with John Dahl Thomason and Serginho respectively. Milan had the last chance before full time, but Kaká failed to direct Yapstam's header onto goal, meaning the final would go onto extra time for the 13th time in the competition's history. Liverpool kicked off the first half of extra time. Pirlo had a chance in the early stages, but he put his shots over the crossbar. Thomason came close in the latter stages of the first period of extra time, but he could not make contact with the ball. Schmitzer required treatment for cramp towards the end of the first period, as a number of Liverpool players felt fatigued. Liverpool had the worst of the early exchanges after winning 2 corners, but could not score. Shortly afterwards, Milan made their final substitution, replacing Gennaro Gattuso with Rui Costa. The best chance of the second half of extra time came in the 117th minute, 3 minutes from penalties, when Shevchenko shot at goal. Dudek saved, only for it to rebound back out to Shevchenko, who again shot from 3 yards, which Dudek saved again, pushing the shot over the bar. Liverpool had one last chance at the end of extra time, but Reese's free kick was blocked, and following this, the referee signalled the end of extra time, which meant a penalty shootout would decide the championship. Liverpool and Milan had won each of their last European Cups after winning the penalty shootouts, and it was also the second time in 3 years that the final would be decided this way. Previously, in the 2003 All-Italian final at Old Trafford, Milan had defeated Juventus 3-2. Milan were first to take a penalty, but Serginho shot over the bar after attempts from Dudek to distract him which mimicked Bruce Grobbelaar's spaghetti legs antics. Hamann took Liverpool's first penalty and, despite having a broken toe, scored to put Liverpool 1-0 up. Andrea Pirlo was next for Milan, and his penalty was saved by Jerzy Dudek, who dived low to his right. Cisse then stepped up and scored his penalty for Liverpool to put Liverpool 2-0 up. Thomason scored Milan's next penalty to make the score 2-1 in Liverpool's favour. Rizzo was next for Liverpool, but his penalty was saved by Dida. Kaká then scored the subsequent penalty to level the scores at 2-2. The game was knife-edging, tense, tight. Who was going to step up and put their team in front, give their team the advantage? Smitser was up next. Smitser took the next Liverpool penalty and scored with his eventual last competitive kick for Liverpool to put them on the brink of victory. The next man to step up for Milan was Andrei Shevchenko. Shevchenko was a cultured striker who had won the Ballon d'Or for his incredible goal scoring and his incredible talent. He knew what the pressure meant. But at this moment, Shevchenko stepped up and he knew he had to score to keep Milan in the shootout. He stepped up and hit his penalty straight down the middle of the goal. Jerzy Dudek went to his right, but blocked the shot with his left hand to give Liverpool a 3-2 win in the shootout. The Liverpool players run with joy towards Jerzy Dudek, towards the fans, towards a 5th Champions League trophy for Liverpool, the most of any English club in history. Liverpool had completed the miracle of Istanbul, a feat that seemed so impossible. 45 minutes to save their Champions League campaign was seemingly complete. Liverpool lifted the trophy with Captain Steven Gerrard leading the celebrations. A wonderful day for every Liverpool fan. Let me know where you were at this point in time, and even if you were not aware of this, let me know what you thought of it. thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next installment, which should be coming